Good morning, everyone. This is Heather Davis with Blossoming Light. Today, I'm going to be doing a spell for you. Today is the new moon, and tomorrow is Mercury retrograde, so I thought it is very, very important for us to do a spell to clear out the blockages that have been coming up repeatedly in our life, and so we can really take advantage of the gifts that we have been given from the universe and really step into who we are as healers, leaders, etc. as we come out of Mercury retrograde in the next 3 weeks. So this is my little altar. I have some white candles to purify my space, 4 candles to represent the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Now, I am not a Wiccan. I am a witch, however. So I connect with my spiritual guides, my ascended masters, my angels, deceased relatives, all of those people that I connect with when I do my intuitive readings. I don't usually connect with any kind of Wiccan deities, so I am a little bit different. However, I am very, very focused on the light, and anything that I do, any spell that I do, is guided from the universe, from my angels, from my ascended masters. I don't do anything that will ever hurt anyone in any way, and so as we go into this, make sure you know that. I do have my notes here with me, so bear with me. This is kind of a long and in-depth spell, so I need notes. I am going to give you a little bit of time to gather your ingredients, and I'm going to put the ingredients up on the page. Now, everything that I'm using here today are herbs that you can find in your kitchen. So this is kind of like a cooking show spell. So I'm going to make it really simple for you because spells do not have to be complicated. This spell is created specifically for today, specifically to take advantage of the new moon and the new year energy and all these other influences that we've had lately. I create my spells from channeling, from divine guidance. They come to me. I work with them. There's not really anything special. I like to rhyme, so it flows. You don't necessarily, if you're making your own spells, you don't necessarily have to do that. I like to. So we're just going to take some time and not go fast. We're going to do things easily. I'm going to explain some things as we go. So right now, let me take a little bit of a break while I flash up on the screen what we need for this spell, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So I started explaining my altar before. I didn't really finish. Sorry, I get distracted easily. So what I have on my altar, the 4 white candles for the 4 elements. I also have a mortar and pestle. This is what I usually use to crush herbs. However, because everything is out of the kitchen, everything should be in small, little, already ground up fine components. So for this, we don't really need a mortar and pestle. I have my sea salt. I have my sage for clearing the area. The sage is for clearing, and the sea salt is for protecting me in my circle. And I also have a little charcoal briquette. These things are perfect. I think you can get a pack of like 20 of them for $8 to $10. They're wonderful little things. That's how I burn my herbs. I have the candles that I'm going to be using. They're kind of hard to see, but I have black because we're going to be doing some banishing. I have green because we're going to try to bring in more financial abundance. I have yellow for happiness, pink for love, and purple for opening up our third eye and receiving messages a little bit more clearly. Now these little things, I love my ramekins. Like I said, it's like a little cooking show. I have each of my individual ramekins for the components that we're going to add to our charcoal. This one is, let's see, sage and rosemary. This one is basil and tea. This one in here is my cinnamon and my allspice. And this one is cumin and bay leaves. Now the last thing that I have on my altar is smoky quartz. This is to ground. As we connect with the earth to ask for guidance and ask for our spells to work, we need to be grounded. I always ground. I've grounded previously before starting the video, but we'll run through a little something as we get started. And I'm going to show you how I sage and salt as well. Okay, so before I get started, the one thing I want to say is that as a witch, there's something that's very important, and that is to know what's called the Witch's Creed, or it's also known as the Wiccan Rede. It's a very, very long and beautiful poem. However, one of the most important things to take from that is that we are working with the earth, we're working with the universe. We have to give back as much as we take, and we cannot harm anyone. I think the quote, the most famous quote is, if ye harm none, do as ye will. That's also synonymous, well, not really synonymous, but another aspect of that is the threefold rule. Anything that we put out into the universe will return to us times 3. So if we're putting out bad energy, if we try to hurt someone with our magic, if we try to damage anyone mentally, physically, psychically, any kind of attack on another person, that will come back to us times 3. So as witches, that is very, very important. Now, granted, there are always the bad side of people that take it a little extreme, but for those of us who work in the light, we only try to help. We try to spread love. We try to spread awakening. So that's what I do, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. Okay, so as I mentioned before, here's the sage. I'm going to light my sage and just do a little bit of clearing on my space. Now, I am not a fan of sage because it smells like something I'm not into. So I just do a little bit and then put it right out because I don't want my house to smell like that. So we've cleared the area, and then I have my sea salt. I always use sea salt instead of table salt because sodium chloride has been processed. Sea salt is directly from the earth, so I don't use spells with sodium chloride because it's been too tampered with by human hands. So I start a little ring of protective salt around me. Okay. Now we'll light our 4 candles for the 4 elements. And I've gotten a little, well, I don't want to say ghetto, but a little simple in here today. I can't, we moved, and so I haven't been able to find my candle bases, so I'm using tin foil. I know, that's terrible, but it works for pinch. And of course, you can't have any spell without some kind of lighter. Okay. Deep breath in. We're going to start with a little prayer to the universe. So please close your eyes. Ground your feet into the ground. Feel the roots going down into the earth. Feel divine white light coming down from above, going through your crown chakra, all the way down through each of your chakras, and through the earth. Feel the universal energy pouring through you. Relax. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And repeat after me. Universe, angels, ascended masters and guides, spirits of the land, and magical allies. I thank thee for your guidance. I thank thee for your love. I thank thee for my gifts, sweet treasures from above. I will honor you with my gifts by staying true to the light, by spreading love and goodness for the world to unite. Now, take a moment and thank the universe, the angels, the heavens, God, whatever you believe in, for all of the beautiful blessings that you have in your life. Now, we will start our spell with another little prayer. Many spells start by calling in the four corners. I call on my angels and guides. I call on my guides from heaven and earth and ask for your help to grant my spell's worth. Allow their energy, the universal energy, to swirl around you. Feel that you are loved and protected and divinely guided. Now, this spell has two parts. The first part is going to be the banishing, getting rid of all of the old issues that we are holding on to from the past. And the second part of the spell is going to be the welcoming in of all the wonderful things, the abundance. Now, abundance can come in many different forms. That's why I have all of our different candles, both financial abundance, happiness, family, love, and intuitive gifts. So we're going to be asking for all of that today and helping welcome that into our lives as we get rid of all the bad things in our life, in our pasts that have been holding us up. So the first part of our spell, we're going to light the black candle. The black candle is for banishing the negative. Now repeat after me. Please remove the blockages that clutter my path, that keep me from abundance and quell my laugh. Let me see the karmic patterns that I cannot release, to let them go and move forward, finally granting me peace. I fully relinquish the past, the heartache and pain, and the people who've hurt me, to which I've been chained. I will now stand in my light and accept my own power, for I am a strong and magical being that will no longer cower. What we're going to do is we're going to light our charcoal briquette. I always have a hard time lighting these, so let's just hope it lights for me. Okay. First thing we're going to do is put a little sage and rosemary. The sage is for banishing the past and allowing us to fully step into our future. And the rosemary is for healing old wounds and preventing us and protecting us from more. Okay. Now we're going to light the rest of the candles. They said the green for abundance, the yellow for happiness, the pink for love, and the purple for receiving and interpreting spiritual guidance. Now to the second part of our spell. With the past at my back and my heart healed and free, I will embrace a future of greatness with knowing and glee. I welcome any changes that will offer me growth, living in the moment, and going with the flow. I ask for financial abundance and release any fear of success in my work and spiritual career. With a soul free of worry and emotional strife, I can help myself and others create their perfect life. A life filled with peace, a life filled with love, a life filled with abundance and treasures from above. Luck and magic and successful new ventures, prosperity, kindness, and all of life's little splendors. Now, the next we're going to add is our basil and our tea, both for financial abundance and career or business success. Next, we're going to add our cinnamon and allspice, just for luck and good fortune throughout your life in all the different areas of your life. Luck and good fortune. The last thing we're going to be adding is a mixture of bay leaves and cumin. The bay leaves are receiving and understanding your divine guidance. And the cumin is just for a little sprinkle of happiness. Who doesn't want more happiness in their life? Now, as we let those leaves burn, come together, we're going to do just a little prayer, a little regrounding, and asking the universe to help us get rid of the past, release all those pains and angers and the people who hurt us because they no longer matter, and look forward to the future. What we can do to help ourselves, what we can do to help each other, what we can do to help humanity. Take a moment to breathe in. Feel the energy flowing through you. Allow yourself to connect with the universe. And send your prayers heavenward. Visualize all of those issues from your past, all of those things that you're holding on to. Visualize the white light from the divine, from the sky, from the heavens, coming down through your crown chakra and washing all of that away. Washing all of those issues out through the floor and into the earth. It's a beautiful, beautiful cycle. We get wonderful white light from the heavens. We purge everything through the earth, but the earth replenishes back up through the heavens and through us. Visualize getting rid of all of that. Hold your arms out to the sides. Allow the universe to bless you with these wonderful gifts. Now this is where I'm going to end my spell. I'm going to keep my candles burning. They're going to burn down to the base. That's why I generally use such small candles. Keep that energy flowing. And for the next little while, I am going to meditate, focus on what I want to get rid of, be very specific. I'm going to probably take some notes, write down a schedule of what I want to get rid of and what I want to bring into my life. Focus on that the rest of today. Today is the new moon. It's a perfect time to take advantage of this amazing energy. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. You can go to my Facebook page, the YouTube page, my personal page, blossominglight.com, or Twitter. I'm on Twitter as well. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy the full moon. And remember, tomorrow is Mercury retrograde, and I do have a downloadable Mercury retrograde guide for the next few weeks. It gives you some tips on what you can expect, things that you can work on, and how you can take advantage of what often can be considered a very negative energy. However, I know we can make it work to our advantage and really make some huge spiritual progress during this time. Okay, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I will see you this weekend with my weekend reading. Bye.